Hello, 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 everybody. Come on in. This is our first live in the coop. If you guys are hopping on, say hello so I can make sure you can hear me and all the things. How is everybody doing this Sunday evening? Is everybody prepared for the week that's coming up? Uh-oh, it's saying I can't hear you. Hold on. That's not the Wi-Fi. Sorry, guys. Hi, Maureen. There, that might work better. All right, as you guys come on in, say hello. Hi, Lynn. I'm gonna put you back on here. Bear with me in case I fat finger it. Whoa. Hi, Wiley. Come on in, say hello if you can hear me. It says slow connection, so let's see what happens. Hi, Michelle. Is everybody hearing me okay? I might freeze. I mean, sometimes that happens when it's something new and you know how it works. It's like it doesn't know who you are type thing. Hey, 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 girl, how are you? Now, I am going to try to run this laptop. If it gets too bad or you can't hear me, let me know and I will shut it off. How's everybody doing this Sunday evening? Is everybody hearing me okay? There's my little Donna Sue. All right. Now, if this goes wonky, I wouldn't be surprised because we loaded up. We loaded up the Wi-Fi just to test it out. So you guys are what they call the guinea people. So let me get myself out there. Hi, Jean. And I will introduce myself for the new people that happen to watch replay. And we're gonna do this cute little craft. I did a bunny like this the other day, and I wanted to show you how easy it is. For those of you that prefer not to paint. Am I on the right one? Yes. Oh, thank you. No, actually this is Timu or Timu or however you say it. Thank you, Wiley. Can you guys hear me okay? Somebody let me know. Say, I can hear you. I can hear you. Somebody let me know. Say, I can hear myself. There's 7 eyeballs up there. Hi, Debbie. Come on in. Say hello. Spread the love when you get on here, please. If you know how to. Loud and clear. Okay. Thank you, Sharon. That's what I wanted to hear, girlfriend. All right. So I have these little ceramics that I purchased wholesale. And I am going to show you how easy it is to paint one. Now, I do I have him out here? I do not. I'm going to show you some of these centerpieces again. See how I love this one back here. Isn't he cute? You can hear me. Thank you for letting me know, Debbie. Come on in, guys. Now, if it starts to bog out or get slow, let me know. And as soon as I see it, I'm going to tweak it because I need to know that. Hi, Sharon. Long time no see, girlfriend. So this is non-kiln required. So you don't have to put it in a kiln or anything like that. First of all, can I just take a second? How are you guys doing? How was your weekend and all the things? I feel like I only get on here once a week, so I want to be able to, before I get too far ahead of myself, I want to know how you guys are doing. Let me see my comments here. Okay. You're good. Oh, she said good here as far as being able to hear. All right, perfect. I am going to try to move some stuff out of my way. So you guys are in the coop. Can you believe that? This is my first time in the coop. I have some... Alexa said it's time for bed. It must be 9 o'clock. I have some twinkly lights back here and they have a mind of their own. So if they start to bother anybody, let me know. Mine was great. Thank you for asking, Lynn. Busy, but I have a plan for us coming up if you guys are interested. You guys will have to let me know. Hi, April, how are you? You guys will have to let me know, okay? And I'll show you here at the end. I'm going to show you around the coop here at the end. We're not going to be doing this very long. I know I say that all the time. My husband's like, you say that all the time and you always end up being on there an hour and a half or 2 hours. Yeah, sometimes that does happen, but not tonight. You are coop virgins, Ruth. You get to fly in the coop instead of out the coop or whatever, however they say it. So I have some white and some turquoise here. I'm just putting on my paint tray. I don't know if you can see it or not. Maybe not, maybe so. Yeah, you can. Lisa, just look at yourself and you can see what they see, you silly rabbit. Yes, you are coop virgins. This is the first time because I finally got my Wi-Fi. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I can tell you right now, my knees are too big for this or too long or something. I'm hitting this thing at the bottom. I'm like, yeah, woohoo. That's right, girl. That's right. So non-kiln required, just a little birdie. So if you guys, by the way, if you see a live button up there, you are watching live. If you do not, you're watching replay. So just put hashtag replay so I can give you a proper welcome. My name is Lisa. You're on the Crafty Nurse by Lisa Facebook page. I also have a Facebook page as the Crafty Nurse by Lisa with Creation Coop 167 because we are in Creation Coop 167 right now. Yippee! Oh, thank you, April. And I'm going to show you around here. Now, it still needs some organizing, and it's going to take me a minute because, as you know, I'm not the best organizer. You know how you meet those people that could, like, fit something in, like, this much space, and it looks so neat, along with 500 other items right next to it? Not this girl. I want to be like that so bad. But you know what I end up doing? Just moving stuff around and around and around and around, trying to figure out how it's going to work. So we're in a good place right now for parties. I got the parties are first and foremost. I've got the tables out. I'll show you. I got a hold of a couple free church pews, which are super cute. I'm really excited. I have a ceramic bunny painting coming up on the 26th, and the faux crushed / stained glass party on the 27th. I've got it all set up for the stained glass party because the ceramic bunny is not going to take me much to pull out. I just kind of wanted to see what it would look like because we need a little elbow room with that class. So, hi, sweet Debbie. Come on, guys, share me out there. I know we're about 8 eyeballs. We'll get people on here. I should have shared myself. What am I doing? What am I doing? Let me share myself out. Lorty, lorty. Right, Lynn? I'm always moving stuff around. And then I'll think it looks good, and then I'll be like, no, I don't like it. Let me get myself found here really quick. Was lost. There I is. All right, so now I'm acting as Lisa, sharing as the Crafty Nurse. I'm gonna say, come watch from the coop. You guys will see me in the comments. Oh, quit it. You too, Lynn? All right, now I'm gonna watch myself from Lisa Reese. That way, it doesn't know that I'm watching as myself, which I'm sure it does, but It's blinking live, live, live on my end. Does yours live? Is your live blinking? Huh, it looks okay. Brittany Jean, welcome. All right, so I have some white and some turquoise paint on here. I just wanted a hint of blue underneath my napkin. I thought, well, do I or don't I? So we're gonna try it with it and see. Worst case scenario, it's just glue. Mod Podge is literally glue and water, which, by the way, did I bring it out here? Yes, it's right here. So it'll just rinse off. Okay, let's get started. I got a little bit of blue. I just want a tiny bit of blue. So I'm gonna take my white over here and see if it's okay. That's not even enough. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. Grab a little bit more. That white, it's because I'm using chalk paint white. It kind of eats it. I want it like a robin's egg type. I think that'll do. So when I do paint my ceramics for just the ceramic finish, I like to start with the darkest color first, because that's what gets in the nooks and crannies. I am just using regular apple barrel. Yep, apple barrel and Waverly paint. Use whatever you have. Just read the directions. I don't know what everybody has, so I should throw that in there, full disclosure there. Oh, fiddlesticks. Can anybody else not hear me? Huh, that's strange. Let me know. If it's just you, Wiley, maybe go out and come back in. Or if it's really everybody. Let me see if I can hear myself. That's strange. Let me know. See, I can hear myself, so I don't know, Wiley. I'm sorry that happened to you, but I'm kind of hoping it's you and not me. Yeah, it's starting to zinc out on me, isn't it? There's 10 eyeballs. Okay, I tested it. So I'm gonna turn my laptop off and just read from here for now. Okay? I'm just gonna shut this down for now, because I can see your comments pretty good right there. I just can't respond. Okay, good. And I'm just gonna shut that down just in case, because I know that can be really frustrating for someone. You're trying to listen and people go in and out. So I just wanted to test that out. Thank you guys for hanging in there with me. I know we have all the things on. I have my printer on. I have my iPad on. Rick's watching regular TV. The only thing I asked him not to do is get on his phone and watch TV at the same time on the Wi-Fi, because I know what that does. And we don't have the extender on yet. What we're going to end up doing, I think is our old router we're going to add to the new one, and then we'll have to get a cable out here to, I don't know how to explain it. It's like the service is the service, but at least it'll extend it, if that makes sense. I don't need that. I'm just mixing up a little bit more. Took a little bit more than I expected. Might need some water too, because these ceramics are dry. Oh, good. I'm glad you can hear me. Thank you for letting me know. Isn't that pretty blue? Can you guys see it okay? Thank you for hopping on, by the way, you guys. We got 8 eyeballs up there. See if we can get those double digits. I always shoot for double digits. I do. I'm going to be, here at the end, I'm going to show you around, and I'm going to be doing my countertops out here. You know how I do the faux countertops? I'm going to be doing my countertops. And I was going to ask you guys, would you be interested in following along with me while I do them? I'm thinking maybe tomorrow evening sometime, tentatively, but I'll give you, as soon as I know, I'll post it on my page. So you'll just have to come back and check my page just in case something happens or I didn't remember that it was going to happen until the last minute. I don't know why I would do that, but I am doing, oh, you probably didn't hear me, huh, Wiley? I'm painting this little bird, and we're going to decoupage her or him. This is a ceramic, and it is non-kiln, meaning it doesn't have to go in the kiln to cure. And I want to just show people, you know, because not everybody enjoys painting. Not everybody has means to paint. So I want to show you how easy it is. You wouldn't even have to do this part because it's already white. You do want a light background whenever you decoupage. Or I guess you don't have to unless you have something else in mind, but I would say most generally we shoot for a lighter background so that it doesn't overtake your napkin, so you can see your napkin. Making sure I just have all the little spots here and that it's evened out. It's only going to take it a minute to dry. And then I'm going to set her off to the side. Hi, Marta! You guys all hearing me still? Anybody got any new news? I'm on a staycation this week a little bit, just a little bit, couple days. So I'm gonna try to get some things done, of course. So that's why I was wondering if you guys would like to follow along for the faux countertops. So what it is I paint the countertops. I already have them primed, so that you wouldn't have to worry about that boring part. And Sharon, if you're watching, it's how I did the kids, but they need another coat of epoxy on there. That reminds me of that. And then I put epoxy over the finished result. And it's literally the best way to take pretty much any surface, almost any surface you could do it to, as long as you can get the paint to stick. Oh yes, I've seen that, Wiley. You've done a good job. So this doesn't have to be even. It just has to be coated. Today I finished up taxes. I had to file an extension because I went to my tax person, because I've done my own for the last 3 years. And then this time I couldn't because I have the business going and things. So I made an appointment for my tax person, and I get there and I'm confident, you know, thinking, okay, because I always usually have that, believe it or not, I usually have that stuff together, and I'd had it together for a while. And he says, where's last year's taxes? I'm like, okay, I can pull those up. And then I forgot where to look, where I had them on my phone. I just figured I'd pull them up. Eek. Yeah, I have to go back. Good, thank you. All right, so here is my, ooh, this stuff needs some attention. It's got lots of Mod Podge and yuck on it. Oh well, at least my fingers are sticky enough to get my napkin apart, right? Yep, see? So you just want one ply. A lot of people still keep this and make rice paper out of it. That's another life. But this is just one ply. Isn't it pretty? I like it. Yes, Camille, this is the coop, girl. How are you? How are ya? How are ya? Okay. So, trying to think. Now with the bunny, I just flopped it on there like flopsy-lopsy. I don't know that I brought my skizzers out here. But I shall look. Seek and ye shall find. It's really not my new craft area. This is my paint party barn. But I wanted to come out here. Oh, here's some. I wanted to come out here and craft with you guys so that you could see it. This is where we have paint parties and art parties, and it's available to rent. It's also available for private parties if you still want me. And then, well, you'll always have me, unfortunately, if you're out here. And then it's available for public parties. And I do have 2 public parties scheduled out here already. And they're all listed on my page. Also, I have a website that they're listed on, creationcoop167.com. So you'll always be in the know with those. I'm just cutting around these flowers. I don't know exactly where it's all going to land yet, but that's okay. I do know that there's 4 different, one different pattern and 4 different squares. So I'm keeping that in mind. And I'm just going to willy-nilly it. You know what that means, willy-nilly in it? I think I might put the lightest part up by his nose and kind of go from there. Let's see. Maybe like that. We'll start like that. Then it looks like I'm gonna have to like cut where his wings are. So I'm just gonna cut kind of like this and cut kind of like that and see what happens. Hi, Mary Jane. And then if it doesn't work, I have more, right? I know that's a good start. So I'm just gonna get some Mod Podge here. This is just matte Mod Podge. Mod Podge. And I'm just gonna put the Mod Podge where I know that I want the napkin to stick. So I'm just gonna do little sections at a time. Now, it might be best even if I would do like little small sections and cut them, you know what I mean? You could do that. I have done that before and that works good. So I'll try to remember where, okay, I think this was his face, right? So I'm just gonna lay this down over his little face. And I'm trying very gently to just kind of put it where it's gonna create the less amount of wrinkles. Now you could use some saran wrap or a little tool here if you feel more comfortable. I'm just winging it. I like a few wrinkles anyways. I think it looks kind of cute. So I'm not too worried about it. I'm gonna cut along his wings right here just to kind of let that napkin fall. No, Mary Jane, this is the coop. Have you followed along about the story about my coop? So you guys, you know why this is called the coop? I guess I should ask you guys that. I'm just assuming like everybody knows everything. And you shouldn't do that. This is called the coop because it used to be my chicken coop back in the day. And I, like many other crafters in the world and artists, I've always wanted a craft room, AKA she shed. And my husband liked to joke and say the whole house was my she shed. And he wasn't all the way wrong. However, I wanted my own. I wanted a place, and so I said, I'm getting a she shed. and he said, well, wait a minute. We have all this room here. What if we just turn this into your paint party barn? And then you can still have your craft room for your she shed or whatever. And I said, well, if you're gonna do it, because he said he wanted to do it, and he did. He did, and I'm gonna show you guys the whole thing here in just a minute. Keep in mind, I don't have it all the way ready, but I said, if you're gonna do it, it's gonna be you doing it, and don't remind me that it's for me, because you know what I want. I just want to buy a place and put it on the property and be done with it. But he did have a good point. He's like, you can get the building, but you're still going to need electrical stuff. You're going to need, all the things. Pretty much it's just a structure. I know, Michelle, right? Hi, Rosebrook Cottage. Welcome. Come on in, guys. Don't be shy. Say hello so I know that you're here and I can chit-chat with you for a minute. And now I'm just going to wrap this around. So he did it all. It took us about 10 months. And as you will see, it's still a work in progress, but it is a functioning art barn. My little birdie about flew off. Did you see her? I'm just going to cut this right here. And what I love about Mod Podging, I know it can be, see how tedious it can be, because my fingers stick to it sometimes. That's why the plastic works good sometimes in that situation. What's good about it though, like if it does pull up in a spot and you don't like it, you can just put a little piece over it and it blends right in. And these little ends, I'm not going to worry about, because I will, once it's dry, I will use my gator sander and just sand it right off. And like I said, I like the wrinkles, so if you don't like the wrinkles, it's kind of difficult to Mod Podge on such a detailed piece, He's gonna have a little leaf on his bum. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Mary. I will give you guys a tour here in just a minute, because this is all we're gonna do tonight. And then I would love to have you guys for the faux countertop lives. Oh, I need to cut that. I don't know that I haven't done one since, well, gosh, golly, guys, since before the pandemic. I did one, and I doubt that video's there anymore. Don't even get me started on that subject. Makes me sad. Not really, Wiley. Don't get too concerned. I don't want Wiley sad thinking I'm really sad. I'm just playing. I am kind of sad, but not anything concerning. He's such a sweet guy. He gets worried about that. All right, so I see a little piece right there. I'm gonna fill in. You can't even tell it. Can't even tell it. Thank you guys for hopping on. What's the weather like where you guys are at? All right, so now that I have this, I'm gonna go down to this section here, and I'm gonna just start putting some Mod Podge down underneath it, just so it'll want to stick on it. It's gonna be 77 here Friday, you guys. Oh, I'm so excited. Get up here, little birdie. It's not time for you to fly away yet. Now I've got to clean my fingers off just long enough to, because otherwise I'll be pulling up my own napkin. You know how that goes. still finding things. Thank you, Sarah. How are you doing, Sarah? Hi, Joyce. So here's our napkin. I'm gonna, let's see, where do I want to go with it? I'm gonna wrap it around that way. So I'm gonna cut this the opposite way that it is, and we'll see what we get. I leave those little pieces because you never know, I might end up using them. And I don't mind if it layers a little bit, as long as it doesn't look too layerish. So I'm just gonna go straight down here. I know you can't see, but I will flip it around. Let's see if this works. I'm gonna have to cut some excess off to the top sides there. I want that to dry so that I don't pull it up with my hands. Well, hello, Dina. How are you? How are you? How are you? I haven't been on to watch anybody in a while. Okay. I'll have to go back and see what you've been up to. All right, so there's that. Now it looks like I have, I'm just using a baby wipe to pull it up, hold on to it, and it seems to be working. So I ain't gonna question it if it works. If it works, then I ain't questioning it. I am gonna cut this down a little. I'm just trying to get this big flower on there. So if you did cut the flowers out ahead of time, you could just kind of, you know what I mean, like putting them together like a puzzle. That would work too. Come here. Quit trying to pull away from me. Napkin, you will love me. Well, let me do this. I think it's pulling from the top. There we go. Just gonna pull that off just like so. Very gently straighten out some wrinkles. Pull this little part off. I'm in deep thought. How did you do with that, Sarah Sue? Well, let's get you up here now. Aha, did you see them wrinkles? I wish I could do that with my own self. Just pull. Just pull on them and they go away. Wouldn't that be nice? I would practice decoupaging if I could manage that. I would do more practicing. Oh, hey, I earned them. So did anybody that's got them. We've earned them, guys. They're there from all the joy. They're there from all the overcoming of trials and tribulation. We earned them, each and every one, right? And I'm gonna trim her up there. Oh, I like this blue underneath this. I was skeptical. I think I like it. Now I know what you're thinking. You're thinking this is supposed to be easier than painting. It is. It is. It's just tedious. I promise. It's just tedious. But once you get started, and if you don't have Mod Podge, just get some glue and water. That's all it is. The consistency really isn't that important either, as long as, you know, it's like 50-50 or whatever. You can tell if it's too watery or all the things. I don't like how that one turned out right there, so I'm just pulling it off. And I'll put my own on there. See, that's easy enough. And that's already covered. So, yeah, that's already covered. So I'm just gonna cut this out right here. Rocking the tree chops all day long just came to my mind. Because I was thinking tweet, tweet, tweet. If I even want anything there, I might not. You have to have a light hand though, and I'm not the best at having a light hand, I'll admit it. I do want to make sure it's all patted down before it dries, because then it will like look bubbly. Don't mind the wrinkles, but I don't care for the bubbly. Oh, careful there, Lisa. Where's my wipe? Where's my little wipey wipe? Here it is. Sarah. Okay, I'll do that if you'll do it. You do it and you put a picture, I'll do it and I'll do a picture and we'll see how that turns out for us. How's that, Sarah? Mod Podge Challenge, powder face. That would be funny. I'm just patting things down and seeing if there's any excess like that right there that I need to pull away. Once it looks okay to me, I'm going to dry it just a little faster, and there'll be little dingle dings for me to get pulled off, a little dingle dings. But for the most part, it should be pretty flat. Okay. The new Botox. Listen to you guys. You guys are crazy. You girls are crazy. I do not trust myself with lids open. No siree. I've been crushing glass for this upcoming crushed glass party that I'm having on the 27th. That's a job. Like I should be getting more muscles than what I'm getting because whew, it helps. I mean, it's a nice workout and it releases any type of tension you have. I'm just saying. But I just save bottles and oh, there you are. Sorry guys, hang with me when that happens. Sorry. Let's see if I can move it a little bit. If that makes a difference. I don't know. Like I said, I overloaded it trying to, I did not turn my notifications off. That might have something to do with it. Hi Dale. Welcome to the coop. This is my paint party barn, or craft barn I should say, where we have events and things. And I also do events here locally at the Cardington Cafe. And this is just kind of my own little area to, you know, for people that can't make it or that just want to, you know, bring their own snacks and beverages and things that they want here at the coop. And they also like to get their coffee at the cafe. It's just another option. It's also an option for private parties. So that's where you're at. Hi, Sukar. Come on in and say hi, sister. I haven't seen you in a long time. See, there's a little flyaway right there I gotta fix. Hold the phone. This is how easy it is to fix those. It looks like somebody took a bite out of the bird. So we do have to fix that. I'm just ripping off a piece of flour. There's Penny Abrams. And then I'm going to slap it on there. Literally. Who'd you follow, Sarah Sue? Thank you for following my friends. Thank you, Sue. I'm so excited to give you guys a tour here in about 5 minutes. We're going to do a tour. Now, keep in mind, don't judge my organization because it's not organized yet. There's still things kind of out where they shouldn't be, and I got like a little pile of stuff over here. But for the most part, it's where it needs to be, or not where it needs to be, but the main party part is pretty good. So everybody will have a seat and elbow room. We have enough comfortably for about 15 to 20 people. Like the faux glass party, I'm limiting that one the most because I feel like we're going to need the most elbow room because I want people to have a good experience and not feel cooped up. Oh, Lisa. That was funny. I don't care who you are. How are you doing, Sue? You guys are so good to me. Thank you for catching people as they come on and saying hello. Knowing that I can only see about every other comment and mine's probably a little bit slow. My response might be a little slow. I'm gonna put a little bit of water here so I can get these cleaned out without them being too rough. Sometimes I'll let it dry, the paint dry, and clip it off, but that chalk paint, you end up having to scrape it, and I don't feel like doing that, so. Now, don't get your feathers in an uproar right there. That's pretty dang cute. This is cute. This is cute. This is cute. Now, if you wanted to antique it, you most definitely could. In case I wanted to use it. But I don't think I want to. It's just too little and too detailed with the florals that I'm afraid it would just make it look like it landed in a mud puddle. Hi, Amy. Thank you guys. We got 10 eyeballs. Woo woo! Double digits make me smile. It's just the little things that makes me smile. Okay, I think that's pretty dry. I mean, it needs to dry more, but dry enough for me to show it to you, and we can do the tour. So you guys spread me out there. Let's get some people on here so they can see too, because you know how the notifications are when we're not dealing with real live people that are in charge of it, if you know what I mean, without me going into the deets. It does say slow connection. I'll wait for it. You guys are just, I'm just now seeing that you're laughing at the coop, probably, the coop joke. Okay, Amy, I'll wait on you to get back because we're going to do the tour. It might be me, honey, so we're just trying out some new Wi-Fi and learning the ins and outs, and I know it's going to be working fine and better once we work out all the kinks. Okay, so here it is, you guys. She's cute. Now just imagine her. She's not going to be all by herself. So just imagine her in a floral arrangement or something like that. This is a candlestick that I made, one of them the other day. Isn't he adorable? And he's got his little candle I showed some of you the other day. Isn't he adorable? This is just a candle with a 8-inch frame and mesh, and he's got his little carrot in there and his eggs. And this is available for local. I don't know how to ship things like this yet, you guys, so I'm sorry. I would love to be able to say I do, but this is so awkward. I don't know. I guess I could figure it out. But anyways, all of these are available that I'm about to show you, but I wonder, oh, that's why I brought it over here. Because could you imagine, now this is the wrong color, but it would be kind of in something like that. Wouldn't that be adorable? So here she is. Uh-oh, I don't want to stick to her. Okay. Isn't she cute? That's just decoupage. Glue, water, napkin. Like I say, I don't mind the wrinkles. I kind of like the wrinkles. So, isn't she adorable? All right, you guys ready for the tour? Okay. Now, if it dubs in and out, just hang tight. I will walk to where it'll show back up. And if the worst case scenario, if it doesn't, I will log off and log back on. But I will definitely, that will be my last ditch effort to do that, okay? So hold on. You guys are gonna see it all. You get the first, you 10 that are watching are the first to see it. And then if you're watching replay, just say, hey, Lisa, I saw the coop, whatever, hello. So I know that who's seen it and who hasn't, okay? All right, so I'm coming around the coop when she comes. Hopefully I don't. Okay. Hi. Are we still there? All right, so let me flip you around and we'll talk about it. All right, so this is where you're watching. There's my little messy corner right there. There's where I do all the sublimation stuff. And I have a couple stands. I'm only using one, so I'm gonna move this one out of the way. So that's where you guys were hanging out, right here. And then I have some of my paintings here on this back wall. And I'm gonna work kind of backwards. I have that sitting there. Like I said, there's some things that are out of place, but I got this chair at Goodwill in Delaware for $5. So, I love that chair. Anyways, do you guys see the wood beams here? There is 1, 2, 3, 4 of those alongside this exterior wall. And then he put drywall here. He put up a metal ceiling. We have the can lights. Sorry, they're so bright, but those are the can lights. We have the Mr. Cool heat and air. Okay, this is the side of the barn that is into the big part of the barn, and it goes all the way down. There's some more stuff I need to put away. Okay. All right, I'm gonna move back. It said slow connection, so just bear with me here. That's where I was sitting. That's where I have some of my paint stored and some of my things. Now, like I said, those aren't gonna stay there, but I do have just some things sitting out still that I'll get put away. And this is the exterior side. This is the side that faces the pond. And it's not our pond, it's our neighbor's pond, but it's right in our backyard. So it's really pretty view. And these are the free church pews that I got. My brother helped me pick up. My brother actually picked them up, or found the guy was putting them in the dumpster. And then I have 3 of these 6-foot tables sitting out. Here is one of the designs for the 27th locally that we're going to be doing, the faux crushed glass party. I have some aprons hanging up there. I also have my adult size ones. Here is my sign, and I'm missing a 6. Oh, goodness. And then here's the other table. There's another arrangement that we've been playing around with, the candlestick under there. And thank you, Brittany Jean. And here's a sunflower design that we're going to be doing as well. This upcoming stained glass class and the ceramic class is really good deals, you guys, that are local. And then eventually I'll figure out how to do it online, because these wouldn't be hard to ship. I'll figure that out. I got to pick and choose my battles. There's just some supplies back there that I haven't put away yet. That was a little private party that I did. Can you guys see that? Little fishy for my little bestie Sammy. There was one that we did. And this is the dragonfly. Did I tell you that? That's the 3. And then here is the one I made was that last night? Yes. So yeah, this was last night. And I love this one because of this little guy here. But I thought it would be a good idea to Velcro these little guys on here. But then they kind of, we're going to name them Flipsy Flopsy, because they just kind of flip and flop. They don't fall, but they flip and flop. So I'm going to have to glue those down. So now we are close to the front door. Oh, Barbie, why? Oh, maybe it's because of slow connection. Maybe it's because of the slow connection right now. I'm sorry. So there's 3 windows. Okay, and this is the exterior wall and the metal ceiling that he put in. There's some more of my aprons. And then I got these from Amazon, and I ended up buying 2 of them. This is the faux countertop that we're going to be doing on live. That's okay, Barbie. And then there's the picture. You guys know my testimony with the picture. This is when I first learned how to draw. And that's the print of the original. I have a video of that on my page if you'd like to see it. I'm in a blue shirt. And that's my storage. These are some old cabinets and cupboards that we got for free that I'll be redoing. Then this is going to go over here. Then there's a little sink here. I don't have water out here, but I have a little portable sink that we can wash our hands off in and things. And then there is the barn side. And there's some things down below that I have to put away yet. But that is it in a nutshell. And then this is just so you can take your picture or what have you. Boy, it does have slow connection in certain spots, doesn't it? Those are our faux carrots that we did. There's my gourd and my banner. And then from the front door, this is what it looks like. And that is the tour of the coop. And now it'll be in place. I'm going to get rid of this table. That won't be there. I'm going to get rid of this table and that table. Only because it just takes up space and I really don't need it. And then I'm going to fix this stuff up in here. But that's it in a nutshell, you guys. And here's from the other end. So yeah, lots of space, plenty of room to have fun. What do you guys think? It's a work in progress, but I think it's come along nicely. I'm really excited to get started and do some events out here. Like I said, people be able to be a little bit freer as far as snacks and their favorite beverages and things that they can bring along with them. Private parties, public parties, what have you. Oh, thank you, Ruth. Thank you so much. It's been a lot of work, but I have a why behind everything that I do. So this is definitely going towards that. Thank you, Mary Jane. Thank you guys for coming on. Thank you, Donna. Thank you, thank you. I feel like, oh, my other arrangements inside. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I appreciate each and every one of you. And I will be back tomorrow. So stay close to my page. If you're not following, I hope you do. And I hope you click that notification button, and that way you'll be able to be notified. I usually put a post on about 30 minutes prior to going live, just to kind of give you guys a heads up. But I know that's easier said than done, but it's okay. We always have replay. Thank you, Amy. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, girl. And then I will let you know, and then we'll do these faux countertops together, because it's been a long time. It's been, what, 6 years since is that 6 years already? Since I've done those? Holy shamoly. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out. I love you all. As always, first of all, have a great week and stay blessed. Bye.